We meet again. Surprised you came. You're very brave. Prepare for combat. It's my time to shine. Another day. As always, we start our training session with unbroken push-ups. The goal is 101 repetitions, 1 set from the plank. 6 push-ups every 30 seconds for 8 minutes. 5 extras at the end will give us 101 total. After our warm-up, I got the low bar set up beside me here. We're going to do some warm-ups, some pull-ups, then some muscle-ups. Appreciate anyone watching again. It's my time to shine. Once again, unbroken push-ups. 6 push-ups every 30 seconds for 8 minutes gives us 96. 5 extras at the end will give us 101. Here we go. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's number 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, number 12, 'Okay, we're at 1 minute. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, number 18, 'Hey, what's up, James? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, number 24, good stuff. Appreciate you watching. We're at 2 minutes. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, number 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, number 36. Good stuff, James. We're at 3 minutes. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, number 42, Yes, sir. Blue shorts today. $43, $44, $45, $46, $47, number 48, Endurance Fitness. Appreciate you watching. We're at 4 minutes. 49, number 50, 51, 52, 53, number 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, number 60, it's my time to shine. We're doing 6 push-ups every 30 seconds. We're at 5 minutes. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, number 66. I've been doing the gym for 20 years. I've been doing calisthenics every morning since 2020. Number 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, number 72, hey, appreciate anyone watching. We're at 6 minutes. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, number 78. We're doing 6 push-ups every 30 seconds. $79, number 80, 81, 82, 83, number 84, okay, we're at 7 minutes. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, number 90. We're doing 6 push-ups every 30 seconds. Appreciate anyone watching. It's my time to shine. $91, 92, 93, 94, 95, number 96, that brings us to 8 minutes. 97, 98, 99, number 100, 101, 102. Okay, my time to shine. Appreciate anyone watching. That was unbroken push-ups, 1 set. That's our warm-up. We do that every day. 101 repetitions from the plank position. Next up, we got the low bar set up. We're going to do some pull-ups, work our way into some muscle-ups on the low bar. Appreciate anyone watching again, practicing what I want to improve. Funny stuff. Truthfully, I haven't bench pressed in a long time. Get good at whatever you practice. So these days, probably 2 plates would probably be the maximum, 225. In the past, I got a little bit farther. Hillbilly. I think you may have typed the wrong things into the search engine, but if you keep looking, I'm sure you'll find the channel you're looking for. Nice. Hey, I appreciate you watching. I train mainly for my health, so the way I look is just a product of exercise and eating. My only secret is consistency. Every day, I train. Okay, we're going to get set up for the low bar here. Get rid of our mat. Move a couple things around. Okay. Hillbilly is the funny man today. We always need a funny guy in the chat. Make us laugh. Helps me get through the workout. So, we're going to do some work on the low bar, some pull-ups and some muscle-ups. For the muscle-ups, we use the false grip. So the bar rests on the heel of my palm, not on my fingertips. So, I usually tape up my wrists. And the athletic tape gives me a little bit of grip on the bar. Then we'll use some chalk. Okay. Bit of tape. Tape again gives me a little bit of friction when I'm doing a pull-up and a muscle-up on the bar. Also using the false grip hard on the skin on the wrists. So the tape sort of saves the skin. Means I can get some extra training in. Stephen Clark, what's up? Appreciate you watching. So next up here, we'll use some chalk. First up, we're going to do some pull-ups. For the pull-ups, we use the false grip. I do the pull-ups in a tucked position. Same way I do a muscle-up. So I'm trying to warm up all the muscles, get them primed for some muscle-ups. We're also warming up false grip, warming up the elbows, the wrists, the shoulders before we do the harder stuff. Again, lots of chalk, gives me good grip on the bar. Set number 1, false grip, pull up. Here we go. Okay, that was set number 1. False grip, pull up on the low bar. Again, we're doing our warm-ups before we do some muscle-ups. Pull-ups are from a tucked position, with the legs tucked in. I'm trying to pull the bar as high as I can on my abdomen. I do 2 reps, and then the 3rd rep, I lock in for an isometric. So we'll do another set like that. I'm strong, be proud. Oh, thank you very much. It's all a matter of perspective. Many people are much stronger than I am, and strength is sort of a specific skill you learn. In certain movements, you can be strong in one movement and weak in another. But this is what I choose to practice, and I've improved on it. That's what matters to me. Okay, this will be set number 2, false grip pull-up. We do 2 reps, and then the 3rd rep is paused, the bar locked against my abdomen. Pulling from a tucked position, starting seated. Okay, that was set number 2. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hopefully your surgery goes well. And that's the ticket. You have to find exercises you can still do that don't hurt your injury, I guess. Would be my humble suggestion. Whatever it is. Maybe curls. Maybe just moving in your wheelchair. Whatever exercise it is, that's what you got to work on. You have to turn the negative into a positive is one of my sayings. So you have to find an exercise that you can do and then progress on that. And hopefully once your surgery is done, you can progress on the other stuff. So next up, we're going to do assisted muscle ups on a low bar. Again, we're doing warm-ups. So for an assisted muscle up, I use my toes to help get me through the sticking point, move around the bar. Again, I'm trying to mimic the same positions. I do a muscle up unassisted. Warm up all the muscles, and then we'll get into the unassisted version. So, assisted muscle up with the toes, 3 reps, set number 1. Okay, that was set number 1. That was an assisted muscle up with the toes. Again, we're doing our warm-ups, trying to mimic the same positions I do the unassisted version with. We'll do one more set assisted, and we'll try for some unassisted reps. Appreciate anyone watching again. It's my time to shine. Respect to you. You get your exercise today. Okay, set number 2, assisted muscle up using the toes. Again, we're going to go for 3 reps. Okay, that was set number 2. OTC watching. Appreciate you having a look. Once again, my time to shine, just getting my reps in. As always, we started with push-ups. 1 set unbroken, 101 reps. Now we're doing some work on the low bar. We did some warm-ups for the false grip. Next up, we'll go for a unassisted muscle up. Always, every day, for many years. Consistency is my only secret. Appreciate you watching. Okay, set number 1, muscle up. Again, from a seated position, I pull into a tuck, and then I try to transition over the bar. Here we go. Okay, that was set number 1, low bar muscle up. Appreciate anyone watching. I train in a basement. We can't have a high bar here or I'd be smacking my head. So I train on the low bar and make it happen. Being able to transition over the bar on the low bar. Important to use false grip so the bar rests on the heel of my palm, not in my fingertips. And that enables me to get the leverage, get over the bar. I also use a little bit of a leg kick, a little bit of timing involved. So it takes strength and timing, something that's got to be practiced. So this will be set number 2, muscle up from the seated position. Set number 2. Okay, both reps this morning so far. Feeling a little rough. My timing's a little off, but that's okay. I'm still going to try for a couple more. Hopefully it gets a little smoother. Again, appreciate anyone watching. I'm practicing what I want to improve. We're doing some work on the low bar today, working on some muscle ups. So I pull from a seated position into a tuck, straighten my legs, and try to transition over the bar. This will be set number 3, seated muscle up. Appreciate anyone watching. Okay, set number 3. Felt like I missed that one, and I still managed to push my torso over the bar. Feel like I'm getting stronger in that position, which is a good thing. Eventually the goal is to do a muscle up without the tuck and the leg kick. Eventually we'll get there. Thank you very much. Yeah. Again, it felt like I missed it, and I just kept pulling until I was over the bar. That's the goal. I do try to focus on pulling the bar as high as possible on my abdomen. The higher the bar comes, the easier the lift is. Low bar in the rings, that's right. Again, I can't do a muscle up on a high bar because I live in a basement. So the low bar it is. Powered through, thank you very much. That's the idea. So this is set number 4. Once again, we're going for a seated muscle up on the low bar. Here we go. Okay, got it again, set number 4. Yeah, another good recovery. My timing's definitely off on my my tuck and kick today, but that's okay. We're still getting over the bar. Again, I'm starting to feel stronger over time. If you keep practicing a movement that you're weak in, with time you'll get stronger in that position, right? So that's the idea. I watch people on YouTube that can do a strict muscle up with no swing, no kick, and I'm envious. We'll get there. It was the same with the rings for a long time. I could not get a muscle up on the rings, and over time built strength in that position, and we got there. So I've been doing the same with the low bar this year. We're 4 sets in. I'm going to go for a 5th set. Muscle up from a seated position on the low bar. I am 50 years old. Muscle up on the low bar. Set number 5. Okay, set number 5 complete. We started today's routine like we do every day. Unbroken push-ups, 1 set, 101 reps. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm 50. Getting up there, getting up there. So we did 1 set, unbroken push-ups. Now we're on to some work on the low bar. We did some pull-ups. Now we're doing some muscle-ups. Thank you very much. You know, it's just consistency, my only secret. Train every day, and over time your body changes. So that's what I do. I appreciate anyone watching. And truthfully, many on YouTube, they inspired me. So if you find any motivation or inspiration here, I am honored. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the muscle ups today. I think we're going to switch to the parallel bars, and we'll do some dips, finish up the workout. Appreciate anyone watching. No time to shine. So first set will be parallel dips. Probably go for a set of 10. Here we go. Okay, parallel dips, set of 10. Good stuff. I always try to get some dips in at the end of my muscle up sessions. When I get too tired, I don't like to keep trying to do muscle ups because I fail the rep, and then you're ingraining a bad movement pattern. So we move on to some dips. I do a whole lot of push-ups and burpees on my other days. So dips are a good complement. Hit the muscles a little different. Next up, we're going to do another set of dips. We'll go for another set of 10. Appreciate anyone watching. Respect to you. You get your exercise in today. Okay, that was set number 2, parallel bar dip. Again, appreciate anyone watching. Next up, Mac push-ups in 1 set in my life. Well, depends how you count that. If I rest in the plank position, I think my max is 125. I like to think I can go farther than that, but I think that's the most I've done. Every morning for my warm-up, I do 101 from the plank. That's a good push for me. I'm never trying to max out. I'm always trying to get that 101. But I appreciate you watching. If I did straight push-ups without resting in the top plank position, it would be less than 100 for sure. But again, it's been a long time since I tried that. The way I do it is I rest in the plank. I do 6 push-ups every 30 seconds till we get to 101. The 1 hour push-up. I always thought planks were too easy. And once I put them in my routine, I realized I was lacking in some positions, and something you have to practice. Game today. I'm not sure what that means. I don't watch much sports, if that's what you mean. Okay, next set with the parallel bars here. Every dip, I'm going to do a leg raise. Okay, parallel bar dip. That was a set of 6 with a straight leg raise at the top of each rep. Plank is life. Planks are certainly difficult. Again, when I first added them into my routine, I always thought they were easy. After a couple minutes, I was shaking like a leaf. I had to quit. Over time, I built it up. After I felt stronger in a plank position, I started adding in push-ups, and that's how I do my 100 every morning now. I rest in the plank. We do 6 push-ups every 30 seconds till we get to 101. So we're going to get one more set. Parallel bar dip. Leg raise every rep. That'll be today's routine. Appreciate anyone having a look. Here we go. There we go. Set number 2. Parallel bar dip with the leg raise. Okay, that was my time to shine. Yeah, I appreciate you having a look at the routine. Again, this is just one day. I do switch it every day. I usually do 2 days, burpees and push-ups. Then the 3rd day I do the rings, or sometimes I substitute in the low bar. So it's a 3-day cycle. I keep repeating. And then we begin every routine, whether it's the rings or burpees, whatever it is, with 1 set of unbroken push-ups. So that's what I do. Appreciate you having a look. As usual, today we did 101 push-ups. Can I do 20 push-ups? Again, I start every routine, every day, as far as you want to go back, with 101 push-ups, 1 set. Never do burpees again. I do like burpees. I do a heck of a lot of burpees if you watch my routine. There's lots of different ways to do them. I have a whole bunch of different routines I cycle through. And what some people consider the right way, other people maybe do not. So everyone's got a different way of doing them. Anyhow, appreciate everyone watching. As usual, 101 push-ups. And then we did some work on the low bar. We did some pull-ups. Did some muscle-ups. Finished up with some dips. You'll like my stream if you give me 20 push-ups. Well, if you want to rewind back, I already did 101 for you. Okay, again. And I'm not here for likes or for subscribers. My channel's about me being consistent, training every day. Anyone watching, liking, it's all just a bonus. Appreciate anyone watching. Again, if you want to go back, you can see I do 100 push-ups every morning, first thing. That's how I warm up, 100 straight every day. Appreciate you watching. Have a good day.